presenting his work that are mostly harmless but creative engineering. Here is Azhar.
Good evening, selamat pagi. Baru bangun. Okay, so udah mulai. Hi, my name is Azhar. I've been living in Bali for the last 6 years to learn about how to live more healthy and a well-balanced life. After 6 years in Ubud, as you can see, it's still a work in progress. But I've been interested in technology since I was a little kid. But for the last 20 years, I've been a videographer, and which is also something that I'm passionate about. Ooh, this is my cousin. I'm also a drone operator and motion graphic animator, mostly seen in my messy workshop in Ubud, although reportedly spotted in random places around Southeast Asia when I freelance myself, sell my soul to the client. My life motto is actually work hard, play harder, whoa, with the emphasis on play. In other words, I never stop doing stupid things. And in conjunction with the stupid things, I actually tried to learn and build a drone in 2010. Sounds fun, but it was stupid because I almost bankrupt my company because R&D and other unnecessary expenses that tend to happen if you don't know shit about drone, right? And you want to build it. I didn't even know how to solder back then, but yeah, so it was a steep learning curve for me, and there was no off-the-shelf drone like today. But eventually I got a hang of it anyway, and since then I got involved with various technically related projects. Various means random, and technically means just messing around mostly, as I don't always have proper goal, and although not always end in disaster as well. Some of the projects like this is cute, no disaster involved. When I was learning about electronics and physical computing programming, like Arduino and stuff, I hijacked the car's pop-up light mechanism and make it wink on demand, you know, like popular with the girls, by the way, but I got my wife for that, but otherwise it's totally useless. At some point, I also interested in agriculture, indoor planting system, but I quickly learned that agriculture is not my thing. It's too slow, and I don't have enough passion for that. And controlled environment system like this is only suitable for very high-value plants, or if you want to grow something in secret, if you know what I mean. But my life took an interesting turn when I met this bunch from Aeroterascan. They're a UAV and drone company. Mostly because they have a hard time saying no to silly ideas and dangerous endeavor. So my silly experiments become even more ridiculous and slightly more dangerous with fires and stuff. This is a kick scooter that we put a jet engine on it. It's very loud and definitely not eco-friendly. It spits fire during startup, which is fun. Otherwise, it can only reach like 30 kilometers per hour, which sucks. So the only logical thing to do was not to ditch it, but put a bigger engine on a bigger wheel. This thing supposedly can go up to 200 kilometers per hour, but I chicken out at 70. It has terrible acceleration, and we're quickly running out of test track, which is public road. It's Indonesia, come on, we can do it anything. One of the smart guy in the office came up with this even dangerous idea. We'd put a rocket for the first 1 second to boost the acceleration. Thankfully, we never get a chance to install it because further calculation says it will probably broke my backbone. Also, it was 10 times louder for the neighbors. So I'm sure this time the police will catch us if we use this one. And like many videographers, I got obsessed with Mount Agung during the eruption, so I joined forces with the local aero modeler and we flew a drone to Mount Agung. It was a mediocre success, but landed me an interview with BBC, which is not bad, live. And then shit got more real, and I got involved with more serious people and with more serious mission and bigger airplane. We carry a gas sensor to the top of Mount Agung to do whatever a gas sensor do. I really don't understand. But so, still with the same bunch of people from Aeroterascan. So I also started and led a program called Menembus Langit, penetrating the sky. No innuendo there. This is the first Indonesian stratospheric shuttle, and this time instead of on top of the mountain, we went higher, like very high, like above the ozone kind of high. It's a very cool idea, you know, national record, everything, but essentially it was just an RC plane and high altitude balloon programmed to separate about 3 times the altitude of commercial flight, and then it will automagically go back home. I think the fact that we can pull it off under $20,000 budget is more achievement than the technical side, really. And not to mention the tapes and bureaucracy, where we persuade the government to allow us to close the airspace there, practically causing international flight delay and wasted jet fuel because some grown-up kids want to play with balloon and remote control airplane, really. Anyway, so we got applauded, certification, national record, whatever, la la la. But what important is, all those seemingly notable achievement was actually based on a wild discussion in a Sunday afternoon that went a bit too serious and become a bit of an obsession for us for a few months. Which comes to my plead for this talk, which is this. Because really, there must be something that you're interested in and can be explored more seriously and make it an obsession, no matter how ridiculous it may sound, like your obsession. And for all of you that already in the technical zone or working on the noble causes, please be more mischievous and get creative with your tools. Hack them, misuse them, because you only live once, right? So make it count and make it fun. Although, please stay alive. Because I believe that Indonesia and the whole world in general need more creative engineers to solve many of its problems. Hopefully by being here I can spark some creativity and get you to actually start on something that you like. I mean, if a jackass with a diploma in media arts can send a plane to the stratosphere, imagine what you can do with your skill and knowledge. Thanks.